Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. We are in South Carolina at Pilot Truck Stop. Right now, before I head in for my pickup, I'm gonna be installing these bit air scales by Blue Ink Tech. It's a Bluetooth scale system that you attach to your trailer airlines, your tractor airlines over there, and also if you have an air ride, I don't have it yet, but I will have it pretty soon. You can add one over here on your steer axle as well. So let's get to it, man. It shouldn't take us very long. I think the hardest part will be running this blue line extension from the back of the trailer over here towards the front. So let's get to it, man. We're gonna get ready for this heavy chicken load. So we're gonna chop it off right here. Sorry about that, I was interrupted by a nice gentleman. He dropped the trailer right there and he says he's going home. Anyway, we're gonna chop it off right here, and then this is the scale. Come on. Right here. And it goes on just like that, and that's how it sits. This is pretty freaking neat, man. I'm telling you, I've been wanting these for a long time, buddy. I really did. All right, so what you want to do is you want to find your leveling valve. They want you to install it, I think, on the airline that goes from the leveling valve onto the closest airbag. Well, we can't do that, as you see this airline right here. I don't want a thing that dangling here. This is the Bluetooth scale sensor. So we're gonna install it on this one. It goes from here and right here. I think that's gonna be perfect enough. Whenever they send me these, they went by whatever came with the factory on a truck, which is 1/4 inch airline, and I switched all of mine to 3/8. So I emailed them and I was like, buddy, that fitting cannot fit, because you know I changed the airlines, and in 2 days I had this new fitting. So we're gonna take this scale off of here and attach it right here, and we'll be good to go, buddy. All right, there it is. It's ready to be installed. Let's cut the airline right here and snap this in. Try to cut it as straight as possible. Okay, just snaps in, pull on it. Snaps in, pull on it. Make sure you keep it upright so that moisture doesn't collect inside of the sensor. So there it is. After you install these, you will need to get an empty weight ticket, and also sometimes later we're gonna get a loaded ticket just to calibrate the sensors in our phones. Download the app. Just go to your app store, and right there, Blue Ink Tech. So this is a sensor. This other one right there is for our trailer. They send you this extension airline so that you can run it from your trailer leveling valve up there closer somewhere to your truck, so that you don't have any problems with your signal. So you come down here under the trailer and you locate your leveling valve. That is our leveling valve right there. We're gonna chop it right here and install the sensor right here, because this is the airbag thingy. This is the line that goes to the airbag from leveling valve, and this is a supply line, air supply line. So you don't want to attach it to this one. You want to make sure you find the line that goes from your leveling valve onto the airbag. So let's chop it right here and start running this line down there. Yes, sir. I think there's like 50 something feet of this airline right here, so which is much appreciated. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do over here is I'm gonna run, like I said, the airline along with these airlines, and over there, whenever we slide the tandems all the way back, we want to make sure that we run them along with those airlines over there. I'll show you guys whenever I do it, so that whenever we slide the tandems all the way to the back, and you know, we don't rip this airline because we didn't leave enough slack. So we're gonna need to leave enough slack. That's my reefer starting. All right, I'm actually gonna start running this airline from the front of the trailer to the back. I think it's gonna be easier for me that way. So, and that's what I would suggest to you guys as well. So we'll just run it. We're gonna run it right through here where the rest of these airlines are. Yep, that's the best way. I already got it ran up here to about half of the trailer, maybe more, and you just kind of snake it through up here where, like I said, the rest of your airlines are. I believe this is the best position for this one. It looks factory, you know. So snake it all the way through, buddy. Come on. And you might be asking yourself, well, why do you need that? Well, buddy, scale tickets nowadays are $14.50, and the relay is what? $4.50. And a lot of times you'll show up somewhere, a chicken plant or whatever, to pick up a load, and there's no scale anywhere around you. And now you have to go around the revenue collecting center, you have to do all these other things, you know, and this just makes it a lot easier. So now we're gonna run this one along these airlines and leave some slack so that, you know, you're not gonna have any problems. All right, let's do that. I put a camera down for this part, unfortunately. So I got it ran through there, ran it through here, through these, and now we're gonna snake it back there to the airbag, to the airline. Not the airline, dummy, to the leveling valve. So we're almost done. And then whenever I get to the shipper and I slide my tandems all the way to the back, then I'm gonna come over here under the trailer and zip tie these to these other airlines. So yes sir, let's do that. All right, so this is where we're gonna install it. We're gonna cut through this airline. Now this fitting that is already supplied, just snap it in like that. I'll put it on this one first, right here, on this side. Right there. Then the blue airline. For our sensor, we're gonna snap it in right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now all we gotta do is install this sensor up front into this airline and we'll be golden, man. I ran it all the way like that, and if you didn't know what this is, you would think that it's factory. I guarantee you. And this, really, it should come standard from the factory if you're asking me. Alright, so that's our airline right there. This is a sensor. We're just gonna, come on. We just snap it in like that. We're not gonna leave it hanging, of course. We're not gonna leave you hanging, buddy. We're gonna put it right here and zip tie it. Alright, there it is. We're gonna leave it like that. Make sure it's somewhat, you know, pointed that way, pointed up, so that, like I said, moisture does not collect inside of the sensor. So let's hook onto our truck, get the app all situated, and we're gonna go get an empty scale ticket so we can calibrate this.